Good evening, all. Let me get this set up. Oh, we've got it set up. We're all good. We're all good. Let me turn this volume. There we go. Is that working? There we go. Hope we're all doing well. Welcome along, everyone. A little bit of a later start tonight. Let me turn that back down a little bit. There we go. Right. We're sorted. A little bit of a later start tonight. Hope we are all doing well. We are over to Suzuka this evening for some hopefully mega fun races. Really looking forward to this one. We've been down to York. Went to Nottingham and then we did York today, and then we've just literally got back into the office. So a 7:30 stream it is, but we're going to be starting at the back for this one, and I forgot to change tyres, so we are going to be on the soft tyres. We need to use both tyre sets compounds in this race, in this lobby, or this combo I should say is the word I'm looking for. So we will see how we manage to get on in this first one. I believe fuel is more than okay. It's just tyres that we need to change. But we'll see how we get on. We're going to be on the soft tyres. I've not had any practice today either. So this first one is going to be pretty much going in blind. I had 1 minute, which I didn't even get round half a lap of Spa. So we're going to see how well we manage to get on with this one. Jumping in, as I say, with absolutely no practice. What can possibly go wrong? Well, we navigate turn one okay-ish. Can we make up a few positions? A couple of people quite slow there out turn one. Remember, of course, we are on the soft tyres realistically because there's a lot of time to be lost here. You might want to be on the mediums to be this far back, since we're not losing potential pace. I'll keep my foot on it here just to try and... Fantastic. That was twice that we did not get given the space there, and I think he's just been rammed off as a bit of revenge by the guy in front. So of course this can only go well here as also. He gets a bit of a lunge there, a bit of a dive. Nicely done. That sounded like I was slagging him off. I absolutely was not. That was nicely done. Since I was a little bit too cautious trying not to go into the back of the guy in front. I think then you only get about 3 or 4 laps on this, on the soft tyres. So maybe these are the best ones to be... oh my god, you can tell we're down in the B-rated lobbies, can't you? You can tell. This reminds me of the good old days of Gran Turismo. My, oh my. I'm going to have to take it quite easy here. Really being slowed down quite a bit there. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, both of them have lost it. Couple of freebies there. Couple of freebies. Right, we're up to P10. Let's try and close this gap a little bit. So I went with the Nissan because we have basically, I will be a little bit slow in the first couple of laps. At least, probably the first couple of races, especially around a lot of the corners, probably losing a lot of time or leaving a lot of time and pace and speed on the table. So if I start in the Nissan, which is can try and sort of claw me a little bit of time back on the straight, then job's a good one. Plus it's obviously one of the more popular cars. Good to see a slight variation in some of the top times and stuff this week. Seeing the A10s are up there, maybe the WRX is worth a look in the race as well. Oh, and fantastic. Brilliant. Well, saying we're back down in the B-rated lobbies. This is going to be difficult to get out of these as well, by the way, because of incidents like that, which will be cropping up very, very regularly. Bit of revenge though, could certainly be served. Dan, how we doing? Hope we're all well, mate. Hope we are all well. Don't know if you caught that one there, that incident into the hairpin. But I think that's probably going to sum up how well our night is going to go. Down in the B-rated lobbies. Right, a lot of time being lost then because of that, and being down in the bottom of the pack, struggling to pick our way through, and just by nature of not being very quick since we've had no practice. I'll make sure I repeat that excuse quite a bit throughout the stream, just so we know I'm doing this without practice. No time set as of yet. We might try and set one a little bit later in the stream. Well, we will try and set one a little bit later in the stream, I think. Oh, oh, save that one, save that one. We're all good, we're all good. He'll be back up there soon, mate. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Oh, he's gone. You've just got to drive expecting to be absolutely hoofed no matter where you go. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Which makes you drive very cautiously and not quite as quickly. But if you can just try and bag a few half-decent results, just try and work your way out of these kind of lobbies. That's it for me. I was B-rated on here for so long. This was the kind of this was the kind of level that I really struggled to get beyond. It took me a long time. Obviously there was a lot of pace and race. I don't want to say racecraft. I don't think you can call it that on sim racing, but yeah, racecraft I guess is the only word that I can think of. You know, kind of to just get better, a little bit better overall. I'm going to jump into the... I'm not going to jump into the pits, sorry. I'm going to let him jump into the pits. I will go one more lap on these soft tyres, since we're not doing all too bad at the moment. I had a lot of improving and things like that to do, but I think even when I did have the pace, I struggled to get out of the B-rated lobbies for so long, and B-rating itself, because there was always those incidents and things like that just dropped you so far down the grid that impacted your DR every single time. We're up to P7 at the moment though, a few people pitting, so we will drop back a few positions I think at the end of this lap. That'll be a lot quicker there as well. Just in general, this second sector can be so much quicker. Right, closing just a little bit. A couple of tenths to the leader there in this lap so far. Maybe it's a tenth and a bit, tenth and a half. And that's about it though. But we're getting there. Through spoons. Early as you can on the power. Got to be quite careful. But we'll have a nice slipstream here as well, which will help us. Ark, how we doing, mate? Hope we are all good. Hope we're all good. And John as well, how we doing, mate? Let me catch that comment in a second, though. I have just spotted your name and not the comment. Looks like a daily worth a few races. Indeed it is, mate. Indeed it is. Although we had a bit of a not so good start. I was going to say we also had a not so good end to our fourth lap almost there. But we're all good. We're all good. So not too bad. But yeah, first race of the stream, this one. Getting to grips. Hopefully getting up to speed. I will repeat it again since a couple of new faces since we started. I've not had any practice. I'm going to keep getting that excuse in. Not had any practice. Alpha, how we doing? Gave up on Daily Race C in one corner. Yeah. That was almost me giving up on it in one lap, to be fair. See if we can grab P10 here. Right, getting a feel for these mediums. Haven't driven these mediums yet either. Been a little while since we've been in the GTR as well. It's been a long while since anything other than the Porsche 911 has been worth driving in Group 3. So happy about that. Race leader still out at the moment then. Oh, that's very early on the brakes. And a lot of braking as well, that. A lot of braking. Now run a little bit wide there. Cost myself a bit of time. Cost myself even more time there. Fantastic. Well, we'll put this down as a lesson, as a learner race anyways. My word. Nightmare, 44 seconds to the leader. Well, isn't that just a little bit of tragic? Into the pit he goes on the mediums. He's going to try and do 5 laps. Now, I tell you what, that's brave. He's going to try and do 5 laps on the soft tyres, which I don't think you'd have to work very hard to make them stretch that far. That's for sure. And P3 coming in as well. I guess he would have been P2. Now becomes P3. Right, I don't think our pace is all too bad then. In comparison, at the moment, if we were in the higher lobbies that we want to be in, back in, then maybe it's not quite, but. Just getting a feel once again for this mega track. Nearly made the same mistake there. Silly. Decided to hop onto the dailies again, so hopefully dailies will treat you well. I'm sure they will do, mate, at Suzuka. You can only have good races at Suzuka. That's not strictly true, but, you know, it's a fun track. Right, race leader comes into the pits. Excuse me, hiccups. So our fastest lap was a 2:05. Sorry, start that again. 2 minutes flat, 0.5. 2 minutes 0.5. 2 minutes 0.5. That's the words I'm looking for. Fastest lap was a 2:0.3, but I think that was on the medium tyres. So fair play to him for that. I imagine he might go and set a faster lap on a fresh set of soft tyres. Two minutes 8, we're on there on the mediums. Right, we're up to P10 at the moment. We might still grab a couple of positions here if we can just try and close the gap slightly to these guys here. P9 running very wide there, out of turn 1. Don't run that wide. Almost went too far there. Almost went too far. Right, I feel with a nice slipstream, if we can just close the gap to P9 just a little bit here, which we will do. absolutely will do. We got a nice slipstream along the back straight. Oh, we could have a triple overtake on our hands here. I very much doubt it, but there's a chance for 3 positions here. I think these are all close enough to possibly do. P9 we're definitely going to have on exit there. Try to give him the space. Seeing the GTR as well though. Oh, he runs wide as well. He's definitely going to go into the back of us. No, he's not. I put trust that he wasn't going to go into the back of us there. We both ran wide there, so I don't think either of us need to swap positions or anything like that. I was never quite going to make it work at that speed on the inside. It was a bit of a gamble. I felt like I might have been able to, but not quite. Let's see if we can catch up to these guys, which we have done. Get past them, I mean. Bit of contact there. Come on, you never go that wide. You never want to go that wide if you're trying to take that corner properly. You never want to run that far out wide. Not really the sort of lobby where you can put trust in other drivers, that's for sure. We're going to have a better exit here though. I'm not going to stick it there because he had every intention. Around the outside on exit. Yes, yes, wonderful. Can I get the power down? He struggles and we go around him there on the outside. What a move. That'll do nicely. P7 now is my next target. Let's see, we're 1.9, so we're a bit of a distance. 1.9. We're going to close in the on the straight here. Nice move, cheers, John. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. I was cutting the corner just a little bit there. Oh, someone into the pits, right. This guy here becomes P6 then. Let's see if we can have P6. This is who we're chasing now. 1.4. Going to close a little bit on the straight by the looks of things. I'm not sure what car he's in, but we've obviously got a straight line advantage against him. What car is he in? I'm just trying to work that out there. Can't quite see. .6. Whatever car he's in, it's good in the corners. A little bit quicker in the corners. We're just a little bit better out of them. And on the straights. Might actually do another attempt from the back, to be honest, on the next race, because if we didn't have a couple of those issues that we had earlier, we might have been alright on this one, you know. Greg, good evening, mate. Good evening all. Good evening, mate. Hope we're all well. How are we doing? Oh, that's going to end up running wide. Just a distinct lack of grip there once you get your front wheel on the green stuff. Is that the Hyundai he's in there, or is he in the? Is it the Subaru? We're a second now. We should have a nice slipstream here. Down to 9/10. Final lap. We're down to 9/10. He still keeps this at 9/10 yet. Are we going to have him? Are we going to have him? 9/10's the gap. That is a GTR in front of us as well, so he's going to have a hefty slipstream off the GTR, which could hinder us here. Could we have both of them? Do you think that could be doable here? I think it could be, you know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The GTR is not going to outdrag a fellow GTR, is it? Not when it starts behind it. We take P6 there, though. That's not too shabby, eh? That is not too bad, that. Woo! Good fun. Good fun. Both there to be taken. They were, mate. They were. Just didn't quite manage to make that one possible there. Maybe he might have got alongside him into the braking zone, but when that guy came back on track there, I had to drop off. He was actually in the GTR as well. Seemingly I had more straight line speed, or I was gaining on the straights, but maybe that was slipstream. Not too shabby the way. Should we do another one from the back? Should we do another one from the back of the grid? I didn't know whether it was best to start on the mediums or not, but I think that did actually serve us pretty well, that, I think. Starting on the softs, then jumping onto the mediums. Once the pace is spread out, we'll do it the other way around. We'll start on the mediums. It's just that you're running a little bit longer, so you're more likely to be getting caught up in a bit of traffic until you pit. So it's a little bit of a weird one. The 911 up top there, though, always fun. It is indeed. It is indeed. You can't go wrong at Spa. The F-Type as well in P3 there. Interesting. I think sometimes with Spa as well, I mean, the car does make a difference, but it's one of those tracks where if people are making mistakes, you're going to get past them. It's that kind of track. You can certainly have a car that's so much faster, but if you put it into the gravel or run wide or do anything wrong, it's always a costly mistake, which is why I like it. A little bit like Brands Hatch. I almost think Brands Hatch is a very, very miniature, not quite as quick Suzuka, in the sense that from that it's obviously the opposite of it in every single way, other than just if you make a mistake, you get punished, basically. We'll jump in the GTR again. We'll not set a lap time, but we'll do a couple of dummy laps here, and we'll do it on the medium tyres as well, just to get a bit of a feel for it. A bit more practice. Strategy was good, yeah. It worked out well. I think I'll try doing the opposite, just out of curiosity, but it did serve us very, very well. I think there was just a couple of what word am I even trying to say there? A couple of Incident isn't even the word I'm trying to think of. What's the word I'm trying to look for? Anyways, a couple of times there where we lost a bit of time just being behind people, where we weren't able to make full advantage of the pace of the softs. That's how you do it. That's the fun way, not the quick way, but the fun way. I haven't even seen what the other dailies were. What were they? I'm sure Daytona's one of them, isn't it? Is that Daily Race A? I think Daily Race B must be a Group 4 race, is it? Probably. This is Group 3. I think it was it Group 4? I think I saw it was one of the long tracks. Because I did quickly, I quickly saw the track. I can't remember what it was now. It was one of the long ones. Was it one of the Sardinia road tracks? Was it, or was it? What's the other one? Long one. Why can't I talk tonight? Santi Croix. Was that maybe? Is that what it is? Greetings, mate. Jonathan, how are we doing, pal? Oh, I've just set a time. I wasn't meant to do that. What an absolute dipstick. Well, it can't be particularly quick because it's a 1:59 on the medium tyres, so surely we must be a fair bit off the pace. I wasn't meant to do that. I was meant to go into the pits, but I forgot. Never mind. On the mediums though, so hopefully we're a bit off the pace when we jump into this lobby. We shall see. We shall see. Let's have a quick look what Daily Race B was. Daytona's. Oh, okay, that's Daily Race A. What was what's that in? In the Corvette, in the C8. Ah, okay. Yeah, Santi Croix. There we go. Group 4. Group 4. Yeah. Kushti. Fair play. Not quite as good as Group 3 Spa, though, is it? You cannot go wrong. Santi Croix B or whatever, yeah, Group 4, yeah. It's still not a bad little combo, it's good fun. You want Group 2 for that sort of track, though, don't you? To actually make that track bearable, I think is probably the right word. We'll get on the Galaxy Ripples, though, shall we? Why the hell not? Oh yeah, those soft tyres are a bit better, aren't they? Oop, nearly. Overestimated that one. Group 1 or Group 2 defo, yeah, exactly. Oh, I just couldn't kill the speed there. Well, I could, but I was trying to do it without braking. Ah. No! 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 Beached it. How good would it be if you actually got beached on Gran Turismo? That would stop you running wide, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm really annoyed about that now, because now we're in kind of like a weird place. I wanted to be starting from the back. We start on the mediums. See how we get on here. And we pit end of lap 6. I wasn't meant to cross the line. Because I knew a half decent time might have put us like a fair bit up the grid. And I forgot to go into the pits. So, or just restart my lap. So, anyways. I think that we can definitely get the pole positions there as a 157. If I can't get a 157 by the end of the night on the soft tyres, I'll be a little bit gutted. This is actually going to crash here, isn't it? It has, it's crashed. Oh. Yeah, people commenting saying that was a phenomenal race. Oh, man. If you get your SR up. Oh, I see. If you had a bit of an SR reset arc, have you? Oh, man. Lobby's crashed. No. That's annoying. That is annoying. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. The race will commence. Good stuff. There we go. Fair enough. Take that back. Right, I did change tyres to the medium there, didn't I? I can't remember if I did or not now. I hope that I did. Otherwise, this will make this a little bit interesting. Yeah, we started on the mediums. Good. Good, good, good. That's what I was hoping for. Right, let's see what we can do here. We should be winning this race. I hope. We really should be winning this race. Why have I got a bad cough now? Not a good time. Not a good time. I woke up with a really bad throat this morning for some reason. Right, I'm going to try not to talk. That's not a very good start to the stream. Right, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone's almost off. Oh no! Oh, we were always going to get caught in that, weren't we? Oh, that's two people gone, isn't it? On the side there. One person gone. He's going to rejoin. Oh, dodge out the way of him. He was ghosted anyways, but never be too sure. Be careful in this Nissan out of the corners because it can be a little bit lethal. There we go. This guy now becomes the podium position. That is exactly what I said there about the slightest mistake costs you a lot. We're going to be able to get around this guy. Not at the moment, but we will do, I'm sure. Passing quite comfortably there. Into turn one here though, we're going to be on the outside. And then he's going to try and hold on to it. I could see that he was going to try and do that, because he wasn't trying to pull behind us then. To drop off and pull behind us, so he wasn't too comfortable with us getting the position. Clearly doesn't want to give up that current podium spot. Look, the two of us can try and push on a little bit here and get close up to those. We might not be fighting for third. We could be fighting for a little bit more. Oh, that's a pretty decent exit, that, at least compared to him. Right on the back of him again. This is the problem about Suzuka. Sometimes you can be the quicker car, but you can just really, really struggle to get through the traffic in certain sectors of this track. A couple of tenths close to the leader yet again. Let's just pretend that that really deep run into the corner was absolutely intentional to get the better run out. Still not quite going to get past though. We will hopefully have him on this straight, however. Try and get ourselves a good exit on the throttle nice and early. Absolutely we do. Keeps it clean, lets us past. Lovely stuff, pal. Thanking you. Right, away we go then. Let's try and push on now. Close the gap to these guys up front. V1's already run wide. A little bit hot into the corner there, but we're all good still. Right then, here we go. P1 we are aiming for here. Should easily get a podium. Well, luckily 3 laps in, and that's what we've managed to get so far, but I want a little bit more. Oh, it's a bit annoying. I wish I was able to do a run from the back, because I enjoyed that last race actually, and we did alright considering we got binned off, and a couple of mistakes and stuff. Not bad for a first run with no practice, that one. Oh, he's ran wide, P2 there. That's going to cost him. Just about holds it together. In fact, he's done very well to hold it together there. All right on the back of him now. Just going to say we'll have a really nice slipstream here, unless he makes a mistake. Oh, we make a mistake as well. No, no, that's a mistake that I was not expecting to make. And look at the time that it costs us there. We're going to be about 7 seconds behind the leader by the time we actually get up to top speed. Someone else is going to have this position here. I'm going to back off there to actually excuse me, oh my throat, to actually give him the position there. That was probably going to be the safer thing to do, trying to then defend that one. That is a little bit aggressive there, but I think he's either binned it or I don't know what's happened there. Right, let's get ourselves back up now. We need this win. We want this win. Let's see if we can have it. We're P5 now. We've dropped. Can't try and overdrive though, because that will cost you around here as well. Down to 6.2. Let's just keep an eye on that number in red. Let's get past P4 though first. See if we can try and clear him this lap. That's what I'm talking about, overdriving, almost stepping out of line there. Stepping a little bit too far to the right. The outside again. Not quite. We almost temporarily, we've lost the position there actually, but we do have the better exit as a result of just running a little bit deeper. I'm going to try and go at the inside here. Really try and force this one open. We absolutely do. That will do nicely. Braking as late as we possibly could, knowing that we were on the medium tyres. 6.1. Now we've got a gap to close yet again. Quickest on track here. It looks that way at the moment. I'm just hoping though. Whoa. Looks that way at the moment. I'm just hoping these guys in front are obviously also on the medium tyres. Oh, soft runner. He goes in now. There we go. Yeah, if these guys are running on a lap 5 here, I presume the 2 guys ahead are also on the mediums. I mean, what I'm actually hoping for is that they are on the soft tyres, because they will certainly be slower then, but I don't think they are. As in, they'll be slower if I'm managing to match pace on the medium tyres. But yeah, I think they're medium runners as well, so we were closing quite a bit to P1 there when we had a bit of momentum going, and we had a sort of decent run before that slight mistake. Right, 5.4, 5.3. .2, 5.1, 5. .8, 4.7. We're going to try it. Right, we're back up to P3 where we were now, so now we just want to try and push as much as we can. Don't know if P1's made it. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. I say I don't know if he made a bit of a mistake there, but he hasn't. We make a mistake, almost running a little bit too wide. Right, 4.5. Let's close this gap a little bit more. Beautiful move, indeed, mate, indeed. Oh, new subscriber on YouTube as well. Thank you so much. Let me catch that name in just 1 second, though. I feel like I can see King in there and then a couple of numbers. Let me catch the name in front. But please come and say hello in chat as well. Thank you so much. Superior, how are we doing? Any chance of testing out how the daily looks like on a PS4? Oh, I don't think so. Well, this will not play. I've got PS. The PS4 wouldn't play this, would it? I don't think. Does that say PS4 or does it say pad? No, it says PS4. Yeah, sadly not then, I'm afraid, mate. Sadly not. I think I end up asking this every stream, but are they doing the cross-platform? I don't think they are they? They're not doing... We're not racing potentially here against people on PS4, are we? I don't think. I think we end up having the same conversation, and I always forget what the answer is. Right, 3.9. Punterino, how are we doing, mate? It feels like it's been a little while. Good evening, good evening. Oh, that would have been a good time for you to tune in, just as a binnet. That'll be about right, wouldn't it? Right, 3.6 to the lead here. Let's close this gap. Let's close this gap. Oh, can play the PS4 version on your PS5. Yeah. No, hang on a minute. Let me get that right. Yeah, I don't have the PS4 version for it. Yeah, you can play the PS4. Oh, you dipstick. I'm blaming you for that one, Superior. I was reading your comment there. Then put it into the bloody wall. Right, we're going to have to catch up on the soft tyres here. We're going to have 4 laps left. I'm not really blaming you, mate. That was my fault, that. A lapse of concentration, as usual. Right, onto the soft tyres we go. Do not refuel. African King, there we go. I made sure I catch that name as well. Thank you so much for subscribing, mate. Really, really appreciate that. What a hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Been a very long time since you had YouTube on. I bet you've been all the more productive for it though, mate, because if I had some way of blocking myself from watching YouTube, I feel like I'd get a bit more work done. Right, this guy we've got to watch yet. Going into turn 1, we're going to have the corner. We've got the rights to the corner there. So we're going to hold on to that one. Now we need to close the gap with these guys. 23 seconds up the road. They're obviously going to have a pit stop. Didn't quite catch just how long a pit stop was. Now I think about it. But I think as long as we can either close the gap to maybe 16 or 17 seconds, we should be right on top of them. But the chances are they're going to be pitting this lap anyways, because they're going to do 3 laps on the soft. We're just trying to push one more. This is a race that we realistically I should have won, but just a couple of very, very silly mistakes. Right, 21.7.6. That's a nice run out of there as well. That will do quite nicely. Just not going to be quite close enough to have the slipstream to this chap here, I don't think. Try and get a good run out of turn 1 onto that pit straight, close that gap a bit more. Keep our foot planted there. Right, come on, both these guys into the pits. Are they going to come out in front of us here or not? We've closed the gap by a couple of seconds. We might just... We're going to be right on top of at least one of them. We actually might get round them here, you know. Oh, not quite. Look how close we are now to P1 though. Just going to make sure he's got something to think about all of this first lap here. Unless we can get past him. Go, 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 go. Need to close the gap with this leader. I'm not going to settle for P2 now. Yeah, we'll have that one. We'll have that one. We'll certainly try and have that one. We're going to have to go a slightly longer way around just to make sure we give them the space. And we've got it. Oh, but it's forced us a bit deep there. That's definitely cost us time to the leader here. That's definitely cost us a little bit of time. We're gonna have 2 laps here. We're gonna really struggle to pull out 2 seconds on this lap, but we can possibly still win if there's a slight mistake or a bit of a blip from him, perhaps. He's got good pace, this guy. So maybe he's not. Maybe not. Maybe not. 4.1. He's pulling away, actually. He's got really good pace. Ah! Too deep, too deep, too deep. Go, 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 go. Oh, I was putting a bit too much trust in those soft tyres there, that they would keep me going. I just need to be very fortunate and hope that he makes for a mistake here. Makes a mistake. Hope for a mistake, I should say. Hope that he makes one, but it's not quite going to happen here. I don't think. He's actually pulling away. He's got really, really decent pace through a couple of those corners. I still need to get up to speed on a couple of bits, a couple of parts of this track. Now there's a mistake he's made. There's definitely a mistake that he's made. Down to 3.3. Down to 3 now, 2.9. We just try and keep a bit of pressure on for this lap. Don't quite think it's going to be enough though. Oh, straight. Oh, almost a really, really costly mistake there. This is what I really like about Suzuka. This section of track here, I'm sure it's pretty much everybody's favourite part. But when you get this, or you feel like you've got this right, you'll never quite get it as quick as you want to get it, but when you feel like you've got it right, it's absolutely mega. Those S's there. Eventually we started to close on him here on this last lap. Just don't quite think it's going to be enough. Unless he makes a similar sort of mistake to what he did the last time, which gained us about a second or so. He's actually got a better exit than me as well. There you go. Man. Bugger. Should have had that. Too many mistakes in that race. Too many mistakes in that race. I'll not improve my qualifying time because I quite enjoyed that one. So I think if we do start to improve our qualifying time, we will jump. Maybe it's a little bit too far up the grid. But yeah, that one not too bad. That. Arkies, how we doing, mate? Sorry, buddy, I didn't even see your comment there. I do apologise. I do apologise. Go, go, go. Well, we went, but we didn't quite get there. A couple of seconds off on that one, but yeah, a couple of mistakes. We should have been further up there. Should have been further up. Yeah, got to go put a time in on this in a bit. No worries at all, John. Yeah, I think. Let me know where you're at on that. Let me know where you get to. Suzuka's one of those highly, highly addicting tracks, isn't it? It's one of those. So I'm sure you'll be on it for a little while. I am sure you will be on it a little while. Right, well, I enjoyed that very much. See if we can go again. I think the medium strategy seemed to work, to be honest, actually, and then 4 laps on the softs. I feel like that's I feel like that is not too bad at all. Yeah, exactly. We lost about 12 seconds to silly mistakes. Yeah, it could have even been quite a bit more than that, to be honest. We're climbing up the B-rated ranks quite quickly, though, aren't we now? With a few more good results. Is there any other cars that are worth a look at, by the way? If anything, you know, these are the kind of lobbies where we can maybe try a couple of different cars. The Atenza, the Mustang there, the 911. The M6 I did see as well. I feel like that would be a little bit lethal. The Lexus, the RCF. The Alpha 4C. I do love that car. I do absolutely love that car. The Vantage as well. I feel like that's maybe a little bit overpowered for this track. You could try the we could try the Jag if anyone wants to try the Jag. Keep the stream on your phone switching on now. Love it, mate. Let me know how you get on. Do let me know how you get on. Right, everybody, quickly pick a random car. Everybody pick a random car. What should we go with? Tell me what you want us to attempt this in. While we're in the lobbies where we can sort of get away with some different cars. What should we try? Go, 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 go. Comment, 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 comment. What are we looking at? We could try the F-Type. We could do the 911, but I'm sick of driving in that after so many weeks. The RCF as well we could take a look at. We could have a look at the there's the Z4 there as well. I feel like that might be a little bit too lethal though. We could have a look at the M6, the Alpha, the 4C, the RX Vision. If Stu was on here, he'd be saying the RX Vision. I don't know what it is about that SLS AMG, but I love that as well. It's not the proper Mercedes AMG, the Beast AMG, wherever that is. I feel like I can't see it now. There it is, Mercedes AMG. Ark saying the Merc. Greg saying the Beetle. Beetle could be a good shout, actually. Beetle's a little bit lethal on GT7, actually. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go. Sorry, Greg, please don't hate me, but I'm gonna go with the Merc just because I know what I'm like in the Beetle. I underestimate the Beetle, and I will end up binning it. So I'll go with it. Let's go with the Merc. Let's try the Merc. I feel like I want to try the SLS though. I'm going to try the SLS. John's going to try the Beetle. John can be our guinea pig on the Beetle. Let me know if the Beetle's any good, mate. And then we may jump in that. I think tonight's the night where we could actually try and get away with trying a few different cars. So let's give it a go. I like the SLS a little bit too much. I prefer it to the actual AMG. So I just feel like, as I missed the Apex, I was just going to say I feel like it's a little bit easier to control and whatnot. So then you're going to jump in the Merc. There we go. You've got perfect chance to compare. Almost a kick of lift off oversteer there. I tell you what, let's be sensible and stay in the GTR. Let's be sensible and stay in the GTR. Just while we're not quite there in terms of pace. Oh god, we need to be quick here. I need to be quick. Ah, sugar. Quick. Ah. Phew. Thank God for that. We're in. Go. We'll play it a little bit safe, actually. I've decided I no longer want to take the gamble. Okay, the AMG had nice pace. Right, okay. That SLS takes a little bit of getting used to. I do love the car, but there's a couple of moments where I knew that a little bit of like lift off oversteer and a couple of bits where you just think a few laps is what you need in that car. So we've seen how much the mistakes cost us the last time. Actually, I tell you what should we do here, do you think? Should we go let's go on the we'll start on the medium. I was going to start on the soft and see what we thought of that. There's a Merc in front of us, so this could be good comparison. Z4 in P1. I guarantee you he does not stay P1 for long. What's the bets that he's binned it by lap 2 or 3? Will do. If you're quicker in the Merc, I'll try that. Fair play. I might try and do a little bit of a... oh, this throat. So sorry. Right. Yeah, I might try a little bit of car swapping. Maybe it's after this one. I feel like I want to get a race win under my belt before I start getting a little bit too cocky. Right. P4 then. P4. Medium tyres. To lap 6. And then onto the soft tyres we go. That is the plan. That is the plan. Here we go. P3, we'll have that, lovely. Just managed to get that one stopped there, almost didn't. Oh, I wasn't expecting that there. I felt like I'd had the car under control there. Just a slight kick as we hit the top end of second. Let's get back on track. Ah, no. Rejoined that the total wrong way there. That is not the way to try and rejoin. Trying to cut across that green stuff. You've got to drive literally like straight over it, 90 degrees straight over it. Can't stay on that too long at all. That's a lot of time lost there. Right, 4.5 to P2. Let's get back up to him. .8 to the leader as well. There we go. We'll have that one as well. Still not actually closing to P1 here though, which is a little bit concerning. I hope, therefore, that he's on soft tyres, and maybe that is why we can't catch. Because if he, well, he's in the BM actually, isn't he? He's in the Z4, so either that or it's just a much quicker car if he is on the same tyre. Then it tells us the Z4 is a car worth looking at as well then, doesn't it? If that's the case. Right, closing a little bit here then, closing. 5.3, 5.2. Really hoping he's on the soft tyre now, because I actually am going to struggle to catch up to him on pace yet at the moment. I think top end we must have him. The GTR must be quicker than that Z4 on top end. Slight mistake from him there, I think. Yeah, there we go. He's on the soft tyres. There we go. Happy about that then. That should be realistically, without trying to sound too confident or cocky, because it will come back to bite me in the bottom. This should realistically be an easy win from here, as long as I don't make any mistakes. Should be being the key word. Yeah, now that he's on the medium tyres, in fact actually that might not be the same guy in P2, but either way we're breaking away from him a little bit there, pulling it, extending this lead. If we can get our A rating back, I don't know if we've managed to do it with 2 race wins, but that's kind of what we've got left of the stream basically, is two races, so I don't know if that would gain us back A+. We were sort of maybe 60%, 70% of the way through on the progress bar of B rating. We're breaking away quite a bit there, you know. I think P2's made a mistake. In fact, he has, because he's dropped down now to P3. Comes back to P2 now as the German dude goes into the pits. Whoa! Steady on, steady on. Right, 22 seconds our lead, so we should have a comfortable pit stop here as well. But it will be a little bit close, to be fair, as it stands. But actually, does this guy not have to pit also? I think we are maybe way clear, I'm not sure. Right, onto the soft tyres, do not refuel. It could be relatively close, I'm not too sure here. Comfortable. Comfortable. Wonderful. Right, let's get ourselves try and get ourselves fastest lap as well, eh? We haven't had pole position for a triple crown or whatever they call it, but we can get the next thing to a clean home sweep when starting from P4, which is race win and fastest lap. Right, this is the lap where we need to make a count then. This might give us a slight indication as to where we could be at with qualifying as well. Although we do have a bit less fuel, but some worn tyres, so it may cancel it itself out. It may not, but let's see. See if we can get down to a 158 on this one. Half a second clear on final fastest first sector so far. that's a big mistake though. That will cost me. Still 5/10 up. Tenths up. I think we should definitely have fastest lap here. Oh, almost 57s. We'll have that. We'll have that. 2 more laps. Let's do this without any mistakes. Relatively comfortable this one then, 10.5, it just dropped down to 10.4. Our gap there. Oh, he might have made a mistake because now it's up to 10.7. But relatively comfortable one. I think this should get us a fair bit of DR. And then maybe if we try and set ourselves a good quali time moving into the next race, we might start a little bit further up, have a bit of competition. And some good racing, hopefully. Final lap then, 11.3, 12.1. Oh, that's not updating as well. That's never a good sign when it takes a little while to update the timing board, because it means that a fairly major mistake has happened and it's got no. There you go, 19 seconds it goes down to now. have done with being on the brakes just a little bit longer there. Overall, however, not too bad. Cush T. We will take the race win. There you go, there was that guy in the Z4, so he did bin it. He did make a couple of mistakes in that Z4, and I think that is down to the car, excuse me, just being that little bit unpredictable. It's a little bit lively, let's put it that way. I wouldn't say it wants to kill you. It can be one of those where it just wants to have a bit of fun, but it doesn't know where to draw the line, that's for sure. There we go then, not too bad. We'll try putting in a decent lap time on the next one. Actual sort of quali time. We'll do it in the GTR. We might actually just stick with the GTR, I think, actually. We'll see what we reckon. Also, what's people's thoughts on a stream, quick stream on Christmas Day? What would people think? Would we watch it? Would we tune in? Would we have better things to do? The last time round was quite fun. We streamed on Christmas Day, and it was not too bad. It was good fun. We did a couple of giveaways and bits and pieces, which was rather enjoyable. But yeah, let me know what you reckon of that one. We might do it. I'll have a bit of time. It works out now on Christmas Day because I'll be going over to Layla's a lot later than originally planned. So I might have a bit of time to pop by the office and do a bit of a stream. We'll see. Right then, this one we got the fastest lap in as well. Remember, which is good fun. Good. Let's let this lot know what we're up to as well. Right, let's try and set a decent lap time. I reckon one more race win. Actually, we might need it's 2 more race wins. We got 2 more races. 2 more race wins. Do you think we could get up to A rated? 2 more race wins. Do you think we could be at A rated? I think it could be doable. We might need pole position and fastest lap though for it. All the way out to the left hand side, nice wide line so we can pick up a bit more speed, carry a bit more top end all the way down this straight. Lifted there, maybe didn't need to. Beetle rubbish. Not gone under 2 minutes, I see. What is actually wrong with it? Is it it's got a decent top end speed on it, doesn't it? So is it maybe it's just the control in the corners? Or lack of control in the corners? Because I do the car used to be absolutely solid and you could plant it really nicely on GT Sport, and I tried doing the same when I jumped into it on GT7. I was like, right, let's do the Beetle, and drove it the same way, and it was just, it's a totally different beast on this game. In fact, it's became a bit of a beast on this game. That's sort of the problem. Just the back end is just not as planted as it felt like it was on GT Sport, that's for sure. Ah, no. A lot of time lost there. Let's get a second lap in though. That one's going to be a 58. That could have been a 57.5 easily there. Easily that should have been a 57.5. Still not a bad lap though. We're obviously a lot quicker on this one, or a little bit quicker. Got to be up there, yeah, absolutely. Up on our time, 100%. Oh, just running a little bit wider there, but we're all good, we're all good. Might just lose a little bit of time on the exit there, we do. And we regain it, we're all good, we're all good. Right, this could end up being actually quite a low 57, hopefully, if we manage to get the chicane right. Let's not get that wrong, let's not get that wrong. Almost lost it there, almost lost it. There we go, 57.3, not too bad. Let's keep going. We're not going to cross the line with this this lap here, but let's just keep going. A bit more practice in on the first couple of sectors. Won't do us any harm. I'll be fairly confident on a pole position. We'll be in near the front for this one. We'll be up a little bit on terms of DR, so maybe some people that are similar pace as we jump up into a couple of slightly higher lobbies. Bosh. Bosh. There we go. Very twitchy at low speed corners. Yeah, that's the problem with it, isn't it? It's just love that car in Sport 2, yeah. Chose it for the... Oh, yes, yes, so you did. Chose it for the GT3 British Heart Foundation. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mega little car. I love it. Absolutely love it. But just on this game, it's somewhat a bit more unpredictable, isn't it? It's just stick with the GTR, eh? Oh, there we go. Right, we're in with some A-rateds now. Up the top there. That's good stuff. Should we start on the mediums or should we start on the soft tyres? That's the question. We'll start on the mediums, eh? Sit behind these guys. Hopefully a little bit of slipstreaming and not too much fighting. Keep us in tow. See what we can do. Yeah, couple of A-rateds up the top there. Oh, a couple of A's starting at the back as well. They might be one to watch. You never know. They might be one to watch. So we'll keep an eye. We will keep an eye. A few 57s in here actually. So there's some alright pace in this lobby, you know. There's some alright pace. It's not too bad. So let's see what we can do. Hopefully a good race. We're starting from P3. The podium's in the bag. We want the race win, of course. Podium's in the bag. Starting on the mediums. Let's just try and sit behind these guys. If they start running away with it, we can hopefully assume that they're on the soft tyre. So I'll have to try the GTR. You're making it look very quick. I'm not too sure about that, mate. But yeah, it's a good car. To be honest with you, if you've driven the Beetle, then this will feel very safe on the way out of the corners. But that's the only thing. It's caught me out once or twice on the way out of the corners, second gear, with just a couple of revs too many. But other than that, not too shabby. Other than that, not too shabby at all. So that's just one to watch. It's just out that hairpin, actually. That's the main one. Out of the hairpin, just be a little bit careful. And then out of the final chicane, I'm normally in third there, but even then it can still almost feel like it's getting a little bit out of hand. But other than that, it feels all right. Now we've got a Merc behind us here with some pretty decent acceleration. He might be having a look here into turn one, you know. Or he might be trying to. He's certainly there. Oh, he's going for it. He's gone for it. was just, I was going to say I'm going to make sure we hold on to that, but I can't do. I think this guy's on the soft tyres there. I'm hoping he is anyway. It's my go-to excuse if someone overtakes me on the first lap. Yeah, he's on the soft tyres. Yeah, he's pushing. He's pushing. Let's just try and sit behind comfortably though, not make any silly mistakes. Nice and early on the power there is what you want, because you want to get a good run, and if you can give someone something to think about as you're heading into the hairpin, as that Merc is doing a very good job of, just force a slight mistake or something like that. That's where we need to be careful. Just out this hairpin, we're all right there though. Steady enough on the throttle, straighten the car up before we get that final sort of 20 or 30% of the acceleration. Almost make contact. We do not though, or at least I certainly didn't feel anything through the wheel, or no noise through the headphones there. About as close as you could be from one car to another. This could end up being quite a good four-way little battle here, so whoa. Let's hope we can make it stick. We almost run wide. We do run wide. Oh, I was just going to say, how costly was that mistake almost there. And then we actually end up getting punted across the bloody gravel. Not the gravel, sorry, the chicane. Ah, man. Did he get a penalty for that or not? Because that was absolutely penalty worthy, that's for sure. That's really frustrating. That there would have been a big time difference because speed difference there, because obviously I made a couple of mistakes just on the way out of that corner, leading in to the hairpin. Leading into the chicane. Yeah, he does have a penalty, that guy. I would still say rightfully so. Two seconds faster than what? Oh, is that then the time you set in the Beetle? Do you mean? Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, sorry, I got you, mate. Yeah, it's worth a look at the GTR, 100%. It is probably the most popular car on there, but it's just nice to see that there is some other options. The Atenza as well. I haven't had a look at the Atenza yet. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. Free position, that one. Free position. That was the Merc that got past us there as well, so he's made either a mistake or he's been punted off. I think that was the guy that thingied went in the back of us with a penalty there. Struggling with anything? No, mate, we can't have that. I refuse to believe it. Are you struggling with the GTR as well, or are you trying other cars? Because the GTR is not too bad, I'm going to say. I think there's a reason why it's the most popular. Are you struggling with this one as well, though, mate, or not? And also, have you tried the Atenza? Because that was the other car that I wanted to have a look at. I just feel like I think it's top end that must let the Atenza down, because through the corners it's definitely better than the GTR. I'm just assuming, I haven't been in it yet, but it's got to be. It normally is very, very good in the corners. The Atenza. Very good on the way out of the corners as well, so it's why I think it must be top end that is making people sway to the GTR. Right, we're closing the gap there. A couple of tenths gained. 6.2, 6.1. Possibly, I was going to say possibly a slipstream. A little bit too far for a slipstream, but we'll hopefully close the gap to this guy here. I've been doing many laps. Oh, doing the first lap in the GTR. Nothing feels connected. Oh, mate, that's no good. I'm trying to think what other cars might be worth a look. I did see someone in the Jag, which is what made me want to try the Jag, because he got P3 in one of the earlier races, but I don't quite know if that's in the higher lobbies whether or not that's a car that then just sort of drops off. In the lower lobbies, the cars are a little bit better matched, obviously. Oh, we're gonna get through. Right, back up to P3. We're going to catch up to this guy, or we are catching up to this guy. Oh, I thought that was P1 binning it there. Just 'cause I was late to spot him there. I thought that was P1 binning it. A lap runner. Tried holding it in third there out the hairpin. I don't quite think that was actually worth it. I don't think we either gained nor lost, however, to be fair. I think what we did lose was gained back when the guy made the gear change. Good run out of spoons though. Just realised you don't have the Merc. Mate, I don't have any of them. I just hire all of them. I do the rent thing, but you should. I think the game should make you pay for them. I think there should still be some sort of incentive to actually play the game and complete the game as it was intended by buying the cars and all that sort of stuff. So you can get around the outside here, nice and easy on second gear throttle. Lovely stuff. Cost us a bit of time, but I'd rather get past him. That's a bit of a treat, that. So P5, I was going to say P1, 5 seconds away. So let's try and just stay on him, or close the gap to him, and then stay on him. .7, dropped a bit there, back up to 4.8. Oh no, 4.6 that. Oh no, we've still been getting him. Good stuff. I presumed it had gone up because I'd made a mistake. There I definitely made a mistake though. Dropped about a tenth there. .2. We're going to keep closing here. We're going to have one more lap on the mediums and then onto the soft tyres we go. 4 laps on the softs. Seems to be about right for me, that. Some people doing 3. I don't know whether that is worth a look, to be fair. But I feel like these mediums at this point, I think the crossover is round about now. It's just that the soft tyres can't quite last that long. 3.5 the gap now. I think he's made a mistake in or out of spoons. 3.3, 3.2. Loving that. Oh, into the pits he goes. Oh, Andy was on the soft tyres. Come on. Oh, what a treat. Andy was on the soft tyres. Wow, okay. That's a bit strange. Oh, it's a weird one then. They were faster than me in qualifying, but we've had a fair bit more pace than them in the race. Don't know if they've set their qualifying in a different car or what, but we were gaining quite a bit there. I would have presumed he was on the medium tyres though. There's no way we could have been gaining that much with someone on the softs. That said, I was surprised that it was the softs, because that was of course 5 laps into the race there, so maybe it's that final lap on the softs that he was trying to stretch was not worthwhile, and that's what's cost him a fair bit of time. But we're going to drop a few positions here, providing that the guy behind does not pit. We maybe drop, if P2 and 3 do not pit on this lap, we'll drop down probably to P3. Woohoo! Almost going for one more lap there. Onto the softs, do not refuel. Let's go, let's go. Oh, John's about to try the Jag. Let me know how you get on, mate. Let me know how you get on. I didn't have the guts to try it myself, did I? So, let me know if it's any good. Look at this. All of these guys coming into the pits. All these guys. This guy now, there's someone in the race lead. Oh, we got a penalty. We got a penalty. Interesting. Right, this guy has is staying out, I think. I don't think he's pitted. I don't think he's pitted. We're going to close very quickly though. We might get past him before we serve this penalty, which might mean that temporarily he gets back in front of us. Jag is terrible. Oh well, that was a quick update then. Never mind, that was short-lived. Oh, I saw someone in it. He got a podium in the Jag in the last. I think it was the first race of this stream actually. Someone was in the Jag P3. So I presume it mightn't have been too bad, but there we go then, fair enough. Jag is terrible. Oh, I love the Jag, that's a shame that. I would have liked to have tried the Jag round yet. Has this guy just played a blinder on strategy or what? Because we were well clean ahead and he's still in front of us with some decent pace on him as well, so it's not like, I mean, we're on a fresh set of softs here. We did close quite a bit to him, and then we had that penalty, I guess, but seem like his pace is all too bad. It's not. It's not obvious to me that he's driving around on a seriously worn set of medium tyres or soft tyres. Is this the guy that pitted before on lap 5, and I thought he'd gone? It'll be too long for him to try and stretch the soft tyres. He'll be on the mediums now. But he pitted lap 5. Was this him or not? Should have him on this next straight though, I would have thought, with a good exit here. Not get a good exit there like that. We salvage a decent exit there. Very fortunately, we're not going to get past him here, I don't think, though. We'll be side by side by the time we hit the apex of the left-hander coming up. That guy's pitted. Ah, right, okay, so he's on the mediums then. So actually, to be fair to him, he's holding decent pace on the mediums. I just can't work out what car he's in. Is he in the Supra? Oh, we were about to find out a lot sooner than we wanted to there, because we almost went into the back end of him. Oh, he's done well as well. Another good exit there. I've made a silly, silly mistake there. I can't work out what car that is. What's he in? It's not the GTR as well, is it? I don't think. Right, he's on the medium, so I should have the pace to get past him yet. Surely. Surely. But of course, my soft tyres now are getting a little bit worn. Oh, that's a lovely exit there. That's a lovely exit. Force the mistake, come on. Jesus. He's nearly forcing the mistake out of us. He is in the, it is the GTR. Explains why it's relatively fairly matched so far then, but he is on the medium tyres, which is what's surprising me here. I thought I would have been long past him by now. He's just driving it very, very, very well. We are closing each lap overall. But as you find out at Suzuka, certain sectors of this track are just impossible to overtake. You might have him going into the hairpin here though. He's going to go defensive. I'm going to force him to stay defensive. There we go. Fair play to him there. He gave the space as well, knowing that we were going to the inside there. Because ideally, he would have wanted to go a little bit more defensive than that. Oh, he's kept it, he's kept it, he's kept it. Compromise him here. Oh no! Compromised ourselves instead. I'm not happy about that one. Not happy about that one. I'm going to say there wasn't quite enough room given there. Given that the slightest bit of contact we were onto the grass there. That is really frustrating, that. I didn't need to fight that hard, to be fair. I could have just left it. And I would have got him on the straights. In the slipstream. Debatable, that one. What do we think? Personally, I don't think there was enough space given. I was right on the edge. A bit of contact was there. Pushed us wide. Man, not happy about that one. What do we think? What do we think? Not happy about that. Not happy, not happy, not happy. Jarvis, how we doing, mate? Over on Twitch. Yeah, dirty on that turn. I'm gonna agree. I'm glad you're on my side. Squeezed you for sure, definitely. Jonathan, how we doing, mate? He's back. Yeah, definitely got pushed a little bit on that one. Not great. We still get a P3, which is a decent, you know, in terms of DR, decent result. But we should have had the race win on that one. His SR reflects it. Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's the weird thing, Jarvis. We were. You see how driving him. I just couldn't get past him. Could not get past him. Was on the soft tyres. Was probably quicker overall in certain bits, but there was some. He was driving really well on out of the corners when he wasn't trying to defend and things like that. He was driving really well, but yeah, it just pushed a little bit too much on that one. Sadly. Let's see. See if he says anything. I'm curious. It was epic to watch though. Cheers, mate. Thank you. It was enjoyable up until that point. It was really good fun up until then. Let's see it. Oh, he left. He left the room. He said what? He replied saying what? Let's have a look because I disagree with this one. Yeah, unfortunate way to end that battle. Absolutely, mate. If we can get one more in, I think we might just be able to push ourselves over to A+. But let's have a quick look at this one because I'm going to say this one was a bit debatable. A little bit debatable. I always say, by the way, if he did well to hold on to that one there as well, by the way. He did really well to hold on to that one. He turns in just a little bit too early, but that one I say is fair enough. So this is us here. Yeah, it's just a bit of contact there. I'm going to start sounding like Martin Brundle here, but you're always supposed to give a car's width. And one of the things he says pretty much every race is, I always think it should be a car's width and a little bit. But in this one here, yeah, I don't know. Because at the point that he does actually make the contact, I probably still could have been over to the left a little bit. I wasn't quite ahead, actually. And in my eyes, if you haven't got ahead, you haven't got the corner. You haven't got the right to the corner. If you might pull up alongside somebody, but in my eyes, different races and different you know, groups and formulas and British touring car, whatever. A lot of them are relatively similar, but some will say you have to be this far ahead or level or in line with this or in line with that. In my eyes, if you're not ahead clearly of the car, however that's being defined, you don't have the right of the corner if you are the one that is, you know, trying to gain the position. If you've already got the position, I think you need to work a little bit less to prove that that corner is yours, if that sort of makes sense. But anyways, let's go again. We'll put another fast lap in here. We'll see if we can put another quali lap. But yeah, shame, as John says, shame that the race ended that way. Stu, how we doing? Even though been a busy day. Replay says not his fault. There we go then. There we go. I think it's, yeah, I say racing incident. One of those. If it was me and that had happened and I was him, I would have stopped and give the place back though. That's all I'm saying. How we doing though, Stu? Hope we're all well, mate. I hope busy day means a good day. the grass, you donkey. Oh, just think of the time that's cost. Bugger, we're not going to be able to have enough time to start another lap, so we might as well just try and finish this, see where it would be at, out of curiosity. Didn't change gear early enough. Bugger. Right, let's see if we can get a race win. Last race of the stream. Let's see if we can get a race win on this one then. Oh, what a plonker. Tell you what, it still wasn't all too bad a lap, despite losing all that time in the second sector. It actually still wasn't the absolute worst that could have been. Still wasn't the worst. Oh, pole position. I didn't want pole position. Bugger. I didn't want pole position. I guess we got to start on the mediums then. On the softs, sorry. Yeah, start on the softs. Good luck, you deserve a win. I agree. I do. I want one at least anyways. I don't know if I deserve it, but anyways, we'll see. Last race of the stream then. We start in pole position, so hopefully we can do. We'll start on the soft tyres. Try and get a decent sort of clean run. And clean couple of laps, build a bit of a gap, hopefully. This guy behind's only a couple of tenths off though, so who knows? Oh, just seen that comment there, John. His fault though. I wouldn't have wanted to challenge on the outside of that corner. Agreed as well. Yeah, I did actually want to brake a little bit earlier and I just wanted to compromise him a little bit. I just wanted to keep him on the inside, but sadly he moved over to the left just to try and get that little cut, and it didn't quite work in my favour. It helped him out though. But we'll be a little bit more patient maybe if we need to end up in any battles and stuff on this in this race. Let's go then. P1. We're going to have the shortest run in the lot down to turn 1. Judge this one as best as we can as we go. I didn't actually see what we had behind us. Is that a Merc behind? Is that Subaru behind us? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Subaru. Oh, he was almost getting sideways there, P2. Right, we're building a little bit of a gap at the moment. 8 tenths. Oh, he almost makes contact with us there. He doesn't though. But he very nearly did. That was almost game over right there. course, we want to make the most of that soft tyre pace here, because when we're on the mediums, if those guys behind are on the mediums, which it does look like it based on the way we're pulling away here, if they're on the mediums now, they're going to be on the soft tyres a little bit later, and we've seen it come to help us out and be in our favour to be on the soft tyres that late into the race. It's certainly going to benefit them as well, the same way. We just need to try and build as big a gap as possible so that we hopefully have that gap. Once everyone's done their pit stops. .3. Oh, slight mistake there. Try and be a bit earlier on the power there. Definitely need to be earlier on the power. It's a decent exit that, I feel. Yeah, 10th gain there, just on exit. Just under a 10th at least. .5 the gap. Let's keep pushing. 2.6 now. 57.8 for that lap there. Not too bad. Tyre wear is going to be a little bit more brutal because we're on obviously a higher fuel load as well, so that we need to be careful and conscious of. Don't be silly, don't be silly. Right, 3.4 that gap now. Let's keep building it. One more lap where we try and build it. Realistically, I could jump into the pits now. I feel like I want to go one more though. I feel like I want to go one more. Pitting now is an option though. I've seen a lot of people doing 3 laps on the softs and then the rest on the mediums. But to be honest with you, I feel like if I go one more now, I might also benefit from a little bit more field spread when we come out of the pits. 3.7 the lead at the moment. Oh, Stu saying box, we've missed it now, just as it literally, mate, as we crossed the line there, your comment popped up. A few people, or a few of the streams and a couple of bits that I did manage to see earlier today, they were pitting lap 3 to be fair. Or you know, doing 3 laps on the mediums, maybe it's pitting lap 7 if they needed, if they were doing the mediums first. Gonna sneeze. Oh, that was no good. That was not what we needed. Trying to navigate one of the hardest. Yeah, no wonder we're 5/10 down. Oh my word. If I'm going to lose the race based on a sneeze, I'm not very happy about that, let me tell you. Right, 3.9 the lead. I feel like that's still being gained from where it was though. Nice and early on the power if we can do. Lovely stuff. 4.1, 4.2. We'll have that. 4.3. The gain continues. It's just what we need to be conscious of here. 4.3 now. What we need to be conscious of is all of this time that we're gaining on the softs is time potentially that could be gained back when the guy behind me is on the softs versus me on the mediums. Unless they all pit on the soft tyres now, I'm not going to feel too comfortable until this race is done, or at least until all the pit stops are done and we see where we come out. One more, John says. Strat is 7 and 3. If you can keep tyres to lap 5, oh, that I don't think so. That I'm not too sure on, just because I think if you are managing them, if you're purposely sort of managing them on that sort of strategy, yeah, I don't know. I don't think so, mate, to be honest. I certainly couldn't anyways. I think if I was to go one more, I would end up making a bit of a mistake. That's for sure. Same sneeze, same place for me, but I binned it. Luckily I wasn't in a race. Oh, mate. Yeah, I don't think a sneeze is going to gain you any time, is it? Oh, look at that. All the people that was behind us, they are pitting on the soft tyres. There we go. I'm comfortable and happy then about that. They all pit at the same time. We do need to gain a little bit of time to these guys, but when they go into the pits, they're clearly running on the mediums, unless they are on the softs trying to do one more lap. But these two guys aren't going to be a worry, I don't think, when they pit. Still do our best to try and gain it on track though. At least gives us a target to try and aim for. We'll still push like crazy. Oh, forgetting just how less grip, how much less grip the medium tyres have. Still pretty much level there, matching the pace for the guys on either medium tyres running a bit longer or soft tyres that at this point would be probably fairly shot. You get a better exit there as well. Either way, we're going to have fresher tyres than them. Even if they're on the softs, the mediums are going to be quicker, and if they're on the mediums, my mediums now are going to be quicker because they're fresh. So either way, realistically, we should have quicker tyres than the two guys up ahead, because we've just pitted. They have not. 9.4 the gap. At this pace, this could be edging towards 9 seconds, dropping it down to 9 seconds the gap before we get into the start the next lap, or before they go into the pits. They're going a bit longer, they're definitely on the mediums then. There's no way you could have 6 laps out of the soft tyres. I'll take the track limits penalty, I accept that one. Cannot argue with that. 6 seconds the gap to the guy behind, who is probably, as we would say, our race. These two guys up ahead I'm not too worried about. We're still closing to them anyways. Oh, my throat. That's really annoying. Rico would have got 8 laps out of those softs. He would have done, mate. Do you know what? Rico wouldn't even have to stop. He wouldn't even have to think about a pit stop. That's for sure. You're not wrong. Rico could have done 2 races. If Gran Turismo didn't made you like actually change tyres between races as well, he would get 3 of these daily races out of 1 set of softs. He's a lunatic, that bloke. I don't know how he does it. I love it. Everyone on the British Heart Foundation races are like, right, maybe it's a 3-stop, maybe it's a 2-stop, 4 stops. God, can you imagine 4 stints? Rico's just like, I'll just do none. I'll just not bother. I'll just do it all on the 1 tyre actually. The bloke's mental. Tell you what, he's got a mega rig though. That was rig. I said rig there. Okay, just before the rig. Yeah, he's got a mega setup though, hasn't he? There we go. And then those 2 guys into the pits, exactly the same amount of fuel as well. Oh, we've overshot that one. That's what we need to do if we overshoot it, not what we did before, which was just then try and drive along that green strip. Well, that's not a penalty because we certainly lost time for that, that's for sure. Nothing gained being out there, no doubt about that. Right, this is where we need to watch then now, because look at the pace of the guy behind. He's not on the mediums. Sorry, he is on the mediums. He's not on the softer tyres and the faster tyres, but certainly close enough. As I've talked about with this track, if you make a mistake around here, it can bite you fairly hard. So we want to be quick. We want to get a move on, but we don't want to make any mistakes. But if I can round this stream off with a triple header of fastest lap, pole position, fastest lap, and the race win. We've got fastest lap at the moment. I don't think anyone's going to be beating that, because even those on soft tyres now, on lower fuel, will be 2 or 3 laps into their soft tyre running, and so they're going to be not in prime condition. Right, 5 seconds the gap. We're building the gap. We're building. 5.6 the lead, making fairly substantial gains here. Almost. Go. 5.6. 2 more laps. Can we bring this one home? Track limits as well. They've certainly tightened that one up a little bit, because you used to be able to get away with that one on Gran Turismo Sport. They've certainly tightened it up a little bit on here. Ooh, a bit lively into there. Two seconds, John. I'll catch that in a sec. I'll catch that on the straight, yeah, 2 minutes. Oh, we got a penalty to serve as well, don't forget, yeah. No, I haven't. And teammates, neither as well. Haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't even seen start dates and all that sort of stuff for the championship. Didn't even know it was Group 4. I haven't seen any of it. I did put a message in to everyone a couple of weeks ago, I think now, saying really sorry, just caught, like, catching back up with everything, and then because I got the PlayStation app working again, it sort of stopped working for whatever reason. It disconnected with this and the account and stuff. Anyways, got it back on, and then said sorry everyone, got it back up and running, been away, back now, all the rest of it, and then I didn't realise, but it had you know when, like, the iPhone offloads apps from your phone, or when it, like, needs to do an update and then you need to sort of, like, re-download the app sort of thing. I had that with PSN again. So I was like, oh, it's been a little bit quiet, and then I looked thinking, oh, maybe I've had muted the notifications on it or something by accident, and it had uninstalled it again, and I hadn't realised. So I need to catch back up yet again on the score for the British Heart Foundation stuff, and who's teammates and who's not, and who's still looking for teams and all that sort of stuff. So I need to find out the score. But if there's a team to just join, then that might end up being the easiest for me at the moment, if everybody's already sorted. But there's one team as a driver short or something like that. That might be the easier way to do it. I'm not too sure. Almost. We almost lost it there, but we're all good. Right, 7-second lead. Oh, I was just about to say I'll have to do something pretty special, and I was just about to drive it onto the grass there. Do something pretty special to throw away a 7-second lead, and I almost did. I almost did it pretty well, also. Whee, right, there we go. .4. We are all good. Let's just bring this one home, I say. Bring this one home. Oh, it is on 7. Oh, you did tell me this the other day, didn't you? I thought, I still had in my head that it was on right now on GT Sport. I thought there was a couple of bugs though that we couldn't get round, and so it was then going to be on GT7. Right, it's on 7, no date set yet, 2-man teams. Going to be mostly on new tracks. Got you. Got you. Love it. New tracks to Gran Turismo, I presume, so you're meaning to GT7 versus Gran Turismo Sport, I'm presuming. So Dragon Trail and High Speed Ring and... not Dragon Trail, God, we've definitely done that too many times. High Speed Ring and Trial Mountain is the one I was thinking of there. Road Atlanta as well. I would love a British Heart Foundation race at Road Atlanta. That would be mega. GG, man. Solid race. Thanking you, Jarvis. Appreciate you tuning in, mate, once again, as always. That is not a bad little stream there, gents. We've done alright there. I think we can maybe be... Well, we'll be on the pinnacle, I think, now, of getting back up to A, not A+, but A rated. We're almost there. We're almost there, if we haven't managed to do it already. We're happy with that one. Good little night of racing, that. Not too bad. Be me and Affinity, but I would just let him pick the car. Fair enough, mate. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that. Have a good night. See you on the next track. Absolutely good stuff. Appreciate it, Jarvis. Thanking you, mate. Catch you later. Trial Mountain, Road Atlanta, Deep Forest. Yeah, Deep Forest, the other one that I couldn't think of. If it's on 7, you let me pick the car. Oh, we got the triple header there. Fastest lap as well, pole position, and the race win. Not too bad, not too bad. Happy with that. We let everyone know what we're up to. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, there we are then. I hope everyone has enjoyed that one. That was a good race, that one. We managed fairly comfortably by the end. I was glad that everybody was on the same strategy as me, which explained or kind of sort of confirmed our pace. There we are. We're right on the edge of B rated there to be edging up to A rated. So hopefully the next stream, whenever that is, we will be up to A rated, and then we can start the road to A plus yet again. So there we go. Hope you two do pair up. Well, there we go. I'm happy to do so. If Stu is also happy to have me, more than likely ruin a few of his races. If Stu's happy with that, I'm happy with that. That'll be good fun, mate. So there we go. On on 7 for sure, but PS5 users have to use the PS4 version. Oh right. Well, I don't have the PS4 version. Is that why someone was asking about it earlier? Oh, it was Superior that was asking about it earlier, actually, wasn't it? Was that just a coincidence? PS5 users have to have the PS4 version, right? Well, I don't have the PS4 version, so we'll have to see what the score is there. But anyways, okie dokie then. We will work that one out a little bit later on. Hope everyone's enjoyed that stream. We've not got long till Christmas, and I'm possibly going to be streaming on Christmas. We will see. We will see if anybody fancies that. Probably, like, maybe it's 3 till 6 or 4 till 6, something like that, before I head over to Layla's. See if we can squeeze in a quick stream. We might do it. We did it last year and it was good fun. We might do it again. So if everyone fancies that, let me know. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, other than that, I hope everyone enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the week. I hope everyone is sorted for Christmas and all that good stuff. And then yeah, I shall catch you all possibly Christmas Day. I don't think I'm going to get a stream in before that. Possibly might do Thursday night, but that just sort of is up in the air at the moment. We'll see. If you see me going live, then I've gone live. If you don't, then I haven't. And it is as simple as that. If I don't see anybody before Christmas, on stream before Christmas, then have a good Christmas, and I will no doubt catch you soon after that. I'm expecting, however, the week of the 23rd is when the Ferrari VGT car gets launched, and I presume that from Boxing Day, because Boxing Day is the Monday, isn't it? The 26th or the 27th, whatever the week will be. I presume that following week will be Daily Race A or Daily Race B in that Ferrari VGT car, is what I'm assuming. So that's my predictions, my guesses. So I'll be looking forward to that if it is, because it's a good, fun car, and I will not have anybody say otherwise. But there we are. Right, catch you all later, whatever that turns out to be. If not, have a good Christmas, and I shall see you all in a bit. Toodles!